Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to go over my weekly stock picks for the week of September 26th through the 30th. Before we do, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research. Also, if you find value in the video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. If you were watching the channel last week, you noticed that we didn't really have any picks. We just kind of talked about the overall state of the market, where we thought it was going, and we did think that it was going to fall some more with the Fed meeting, and yeah, we definitely got that. So we are going to have some picks this week, but we're still going to basically, it's still going to be structured a little bit differently. We're going to look at the overall states of the market and talk about that. So currently, pre-markets, we are looking like we're going to open up red. We were green about I guess almost an hour ago, and now we're going to if it holds like it is now, stay red and open up and have a red Monday. Okay, so we'll take a look at the fear and greed index, and this is what the markets are telling us here, that we are in extreme fear, which is honestly a good thing for some swing plays, because typically when you get in here is whenever people come and buy in, and it moves that lever from here at least back to neutral, and shows that some people are at least temporarily come in. But if you look at the market momentum, guys, this is crazy. And this is the 125-day moving average. As you see, we got rejected down. We hit the moving average and fell, I mean, pretty hard, to where this here, looks like we were 3674. This was the S&P 500, and let's see if I can get it to get where we need here. Yes, we're pretty close to those June lows. I think actually we may have broken the June lows last week, and if we haven't yet, I'm pretty sure that we will. So that's kind of crazy to think about. But anyway, we're going to take a look at 3 plays, and I'll tell you why I'm targeting these, tell you why I've already bought a little bit in one, and my plans moving forward on it. All right, guys, so first up is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and I did buy a few shares on Friday, basically at these prices here. I talked about that if it broke down here and hit about 274 to 275, I was a buyer, and I did buy some down here, but I didn't go the full position just yet, just in case it breaks below 274 and keeps moving down. I'll be able to buy some more and kind of average down for that swing. But right here, we notice how we're at the bottom of a support level of 274, and we are oversold or undervalued for the 180-day 4-hour. So I plan to swing this basically in between these two channels here of 274 to 295. I don't think I'm going to hold on all the way to 295. I think about 285 to 290 is where I'm going to look to take profits, because the red SMA line is basically at about 293, 294, and I think that even if we get a little spike up, we'll probably get rejected, at least for the short term. So I want to make sure and get out of there before before that basically happens. I think we could go as low as about 260, maybe lower than that, who knows. But if you look further below, as about 244 is our next support level. So if we break below 274, there's a chance that we go and hit down to 244 at some point. But again, I added some at 275, looking to sell at about 285 to 290. Okay, next up is SQQQ. All right, guys, and SQQQ is basically it's going against the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ's getting beat up. This ETF here is going to push up and make some people some money. So as you see here, we're currently at about 56.26, I think, to be exact, and we are oversold, overbought, or overvalued currently. But if the markets decide to kind of somewhat have some type of little slow or small relief rally Monday or Tuesday, and this thing falls down, this makes for an interesting swing play, because I don't think the markets are done selling off, which means you get into here and this thing may retest that 180-day 4-hour time frame all-time high, or not all-time high, but current high of 67.69. So I wouldn't enter here just because of the technicals of, we are overbought. You want to wait until it gets down and looks like this to where you are oversold. And that could happen maybe when it gets down closer to about 50 bucks. So if it gets down to about 50 bucks and you see the market going up and you're like, I'm not buying it, this would be an interesting swing play or day trade. You get in here, ride it up to about 53 or 54, and then bounce out from there, okay? And the last one here, guys, is Generac Holdings, ticker symbol GNRC, okay? Those of you who are watching the news or keep up with the weather or live in Florida know that you have a storm brewing and it can potentially turn into a Category 4 hurricane. And typically around hurricane season, when they have a hurricane, there's a lot, and there's some other stocks that you can probably eye that have a lot cheaper buying entry point than Generac. However, this is one of the well-known companies that provide generators, and it's at the very bottom of the fib level. Okay, so this, in my opinion, creates a pretty decent or pretty interesting swing play here at around the 165 level to maybe eye up to closer to the 200. Okay, red SMA line's all the way at 235, so I'm not sure if we'd go all the way back up there, but you see it got beat down pretty hard from about 245 all the way down to 165. Did get a buy signal, does have a confirmation candle, and with a pretty decent amount of volume, as you can see here. And that could be based off of speculation, but those speculative plays can make you money too, right? So, and back in 2020, which it's kind of, I guess it's kind of hard to compare it in 2020 because everything really went up in that year, but they also had some major hurricanes happening in 2020, Hurricane Laura, Hurricane Delta, and then there's another one, I can't really remember the name of it, but maybe Ida or something like that. But, and some pretty major ones, and this went up from, roughly kind of where it's at now to almost $500 a share. Not saying it's going to do that again, but I do think that it's due for a little run up, especially after, that the beat down that it's gotten here. So it could come up to about 200, could fall back down, retest, and come back again. But I'm just thinking about for this week, I think it makes for an interesting swing play, especially as that the storm develops. If it happens to look like it's going to be as bad as they're thinking, and it's looking like it's hitting Florida, then I think that off of speculation, this could potentially kind of run up. So it's one to keep an eye on. The watch list, obviously, we're still watching Zion Oil and Gas. We're going to keep watching that. And honestly, I'm really not watching it closely. I'm just kind of watching the stock price and my email. I'm not like hovering over my computer every 5 seconds because, it is what it is. We're going to have to wait it out. And hopefully this week they'll release something, though. It'd be nice to get some type of notification from the company on what's going on and, kind of go from there. So also Shiba Inu, guys, I'm buying more Shiba Inu. I've been buying, trying to buy every week, worst case every 2 weeks. So at these prices right here, it's, just very, very attractive for me to continue to add. So anyway, let me know your comments below. Let me know your plans this week. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.